Alright, well, the time has officially come. It is now new basement era. Believe it or not, everybody, the basement is complete, and you can see it behind me. It is odd. It's crazy to be here. As you can see, the Tyler Talks thing back there, that is supposed to be on this TV, but this TV would not turn on. So it's on this TV. Now, I need you to understand that before we get this podcast rolling and get the obvious out of the way. It's not done. In terms of construction, it is done. In terms of my setup, it is nearly done. I've got the new setup, and I'll show you that here in just a minute. There's going to be a drum kit right here in this location. All of this junk will be gone. I finally got my records set up, but yeah, there'll be a drum kit right there in the background, hopefully by the end of the month. Let's get to my filming setup. So this is the new setup. I'm sorry for this very poor camera angle. As you can see, there is things all over the screen. That's okay. Just ignore it. So this is kind of the new way we're going to do stuff. I have decided that because of the way the basement is now constructed and it doesn't have ugly walls and terrible trim, the background is worthy to be shown at this point. So I've decided to keep my space conservative in one corner and still have room to play my drums. So in order to have space for those, my dad has space for his stuff, and I still can film my videos. This is going to be the best way to do it. All right. We have in this setup, I've decided to make this little tee box shape here with my Husky tool chest and my desk. I did this because I wanted to be able to put all of the equipment in the corner. So I got my light, I've got my camera, my NTG4. Oh, we're out of focus. Come back to focus. There we go. Nope. The light, the G7X, the NTG4, my audio recorder, my still be able to do my podcast stuff all right here. This is kind of the idea. So it's all here in the corner. I have my desk here. I've got my workbench here, so I can do whatever I want. I can move the camera over and zoom it in and do some desk videos. I can move my camera wherever I want to go. Then, during Christmas, I was given this FeelWorld Live Pro V1 video mixer, so I can switch between angles. I got 3, 4, whoops, well, there we go. So I got 2 cameras going right now, and I can set the G7X up wherever I want. Behind me is a secondary shot, whatever. And I haven't got it completely worked out just yet, but we're getting there. So I can switch between the different angles. So this is basically the setup here, and I can have access. So if I ever need to do any sort of overhead shot, I could do that here with the C stand, which is over there. And then I have this shot, and then I have my monitor, so I can watch my camera views on there. You can see them. And then I've got my MacBook right there. You can kind of see it back there. It is with OBS on it. And since I have this video switcher, it's less editing between camera angles, except the G7X looks very trashy. That's okay. That is a hitch gibbet, I guess. Anyway, so very wide shot of the entire basement. I got to get that TV figured out. I don't know what we're going to do with the arcades. By the time I get my drum kit, we'll see. But, so that's the obvious. The basement's complete, and I can finally record videos down here. It's fantastic. It's really great. It's weird it looks like this, too. This exact shot. So, just imagine. Here, let's do a just imagine for just a minute. Hi, everybody. It's Jibble. So, let's just imagine. This here was a wall. All right, so this right here. How can I get out of the way to make this more visible for y'all? I'm going to lean back. This here was a wall, and it stopped here. There was a doorway, and this was a separate room. This is where the Christmas show was. So where the Fabelman's poster is, and then where this wall used to be was where the Christmas show was. And then in that room where that doorway was is where I changed my costumes at. Oh, you can see the G7X. Look, there it is. Hitch gibbet. So yeah. Anyway, another thing I want to talk about, if you're wondering what hitch gibbet, we talked about hitch gibbet, did we? I don't know. But let's just go ahead and talk about this because it's kind of crazy. I missed 2 uploads, and I did not mean to do that, but things just got really busy. Between the play that I was finishing up, let's see, can I tighten this angle in a little? The play was coming up, or the play happened, I guess you could say. The play happened, and then it just everything got busy because Hell Week for the play, so the show nights for the play were going on, and it was just too much, and there was no way to make a video. and I didn't really have anything good to post already made. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to skip these 2 days, and then we're going to come back strong because the play season's pretty much over. We got one more, but I'm not like in it as much because we're training some new people. But we're gonna ramp up content, and now that the basement's done, there's a lot of videos coming up. So the podcast, and then I'm about to probably film next Friday's video because actually that's not true. Hopefully I'll have my drum kit by then, because what I want to do is I want to do an unboxing, a setup, and a kit tour. So I want to get everything, unbox all the shells, the cymbals, and everything, put it all together, review like what it is and where it is at, and then play for you guys. And I've got some other ideas too, but I just haven't gotten that far yet, right? So yeah, and then I need to play with this video switcher some more because there's some chroma key features on there that Mason and I found out about, so we can green screen live. Anyway, I don't really know what else to talk about. It's the third video of the month, technically, so it's a podcast, and it doesn't need to stay that way. A lot of the things I need to do, I need to organize. This is one thing I want to get through today. I want to organize all of this stuff in here. And I just want to go through the rest of the stuff in the basement or in the garage, because here's kind of what we had to do. We had to take everything out of this room, move it into the garage. The garage was full of my stuff, and you guys know I have a lot of stuff, and it looks decently empty now compared to what it was, because all the shelves are gone and I've thrown away, and we're selling and we're giving away so much stuff because I just don't need it anymore. I'm kind of to that point to where I want this basement to consist of my filmmaking, photography, and music stuff. So I want my drums, guitars over there, video stuff here. I can make videos wherever I want in here. We can do our podcast in front of. So here's the idea. One of the grand ideas when I was kind of going over like how I was going to set this up, because this was set up differently yesterday, and I was able to do all this in one day, because I had to dust everything, because what happened is I put everything that I didn't want in the garage in that corner over there, and we covered it up while he was taking the wall down, everything, because I was like, you know what, I don't want all of this to sit in the garage for a month. I didn't want all this expensive tech to do that. And as he was taking the wall down, I'm like, holy crap, it's getting dustier and dustier. And you don't realize how much dust it worked its way into every one of these damn drawers in this thing. All of these were covered. And so I was like, forget it. So in the middle of construction, I had to move all this into the garage, and it was just covered in dust. So I had to spend all day yesterday, and we don't have school today. And since the Kansas City Chiefs won the Super Bowl, we don't have school Wednesday because they want us to go to the parade, at least, hopefully. And then I have a field trip Friday. So I only have a 2-day week of school. What else is new? Man, my phone is blowing up over here. Then I had to come through and I had to dust everything off, open all the drawers, dust everything out. It was not a fun process, but we made it work, and it's good now. Anyway, so the idea is that Pac-Man machine, we'd probably move it. But we have all those love sacks in there. You guys know what love sacks are? We've got 3 of the bean bags and a big pillow. We'll be able to set those up in a little circle formation with that TV, and we can sit down and record a podcast over there. That's the idea. And it was originally going to be in front of this TV, but since the drums are going to be in here, and I was originally going to have the drums in the corner, but I thought maybe it'd be better to center them to the TV since you guys will be able to see them in the background better. If there is anything that resembles this setup better than Tom Buck, here's a shot of what Tom Buck's setup looks like. He's in front of a desk with a drum kit in the background and a bunch of pictures on the wall. Pretty much what this is. And as I've told Mason many times, this is my Tom Buck inspired. I love Tom Buck. Anyway. Hitch Gibbert. So yeah, that's kind of what this is. And you can see my blimp. It's a lot of fun down here. I love having this cleaned up because I enjoy being down here now instead of having to deal with spiders all the time. This basement was so just ratchet and gross, but it finally matches the rest of the house. So we're loving it. We're living it up in here. Yeah. So what else is there to took-a-boot? I don't know what else we have to took-a-boot. This basement was very ratchet. There was nasty blue carpet from God knows how long ago with brown trim and ugly tan walls. That is what the whole house looked like with the previous owners, right? So when we decided to redo this for the cast and crew party for the play, the big room here, this big room, the bigger room, not that small little room over there, this big room, was my studio, filming, all that stuff. This is where we did all of our stuff. The little room over there, that tiny little square of room was full of junk. There was old furniture we didn't want anymore, suitcases, Legos, all kinds of crap. We've since decided to get rid of a lot of things. This basement is actually rather empty. It is actually very empty, and it's very non-clutterful. I've gotten rid of so many different things. It's literally amazing. I have my little video corner, my music wall, and that's all I have, and it's great. I've gotten rid of all the collectibles. I still have my Elvis stuff. As I said a little bit earlier, I set up my records, so I have my little record player over there so I can play my records, because I can finally set those up now. The pinball machine and the Pac-Man machine. Pac-Man's probably going to stay. I think the pinball machine we're going to sell just because no one ever plays that one. Now, in terms of where the Christmas show is going to be held this year, I'm not really sure. We're going to figure that out eventually. These ledges that you're seeing right now used to be filled with trinkets. There's a couple trinkets over there. That's the only Funko Pop I still own, and some other things, and some posters. And the good thing about this little set is I can move the stool. I can move the stool, widen out the shot, or raise the camera, and then I can stand, which is great. Trash man's coming by. So yeah, I can stand if I want to, and I need to raise the camera up, or I guess tilt it. Now I can stand and do videos if I want to, which is great because then I love walking around and fidgeting, and I can just stand here, and I can then I can wear my lav and be like over here on an overhead rig, and I can do this stuff, and then hey, look, you can see me. Hey everybody, how you doing? Hitch Gibbet. So this right here, and you're not gonna be able to get your you're not gonna be able to see it just yet. It is Tyler Mason's Holly Jolly Jubilee. Our posters have been made. Every year we do the Christmas show, we have posters made. You can see the other ones. There's the comeback poster, and then you can see the other last year's or the year before's poster. But yeah, so we always have posters made. They have command strips because I want to hang them up on the wall. But I tried to hang these other two up on the wall, and I ripped paint off the wall already, so we have to fix that. Anyway, so here's Season 1. You can see it says Channel 17 News, and then it says Season 1 on it. And then, of course, we have Channel 17 News Season 2, which hasn't even started yet. Yeah, and you guys have already seen these anchors before. I'm Rufus Baker. So you guys are going to see a lot of drumming content soon. Mason and I are going to start doing some music-related stuff. If you guys did not know, I love drums. I've always loved drums. I've always loved playing the drums. I love the sound of the drums. They're very fun. And I kind of self-taught myself how to play with my electric ones that are right there. But then I was like, you know what? It's finally just time it's time to go out and buy my own acoustic kit. I'm waiting on my proposal from the person that's helping me get a deal on these. When I get the final proposal with tax and everything, because there's two different kits I've decided to choose from. And I think if you guys remember, they were the Gretsch Catalina Maple Silver Sparkle kits. Yeah. So it was kind of the decision between those. But the different ones, because there was a 5-piece shell pack and a 7-piece shell pack, and I decided to just go ahead and go with the 7-piece, because, you know, the extra toms are well worth it. So yeah, those are going to go there, and I want to do some fun stuff, content with those, and the way that this year's Christmas show is going to be structured is going to include some of that stuff. We're going to do our Christmas show this year is going to be very different than normal. It's going to be, and I need to fix this thing. I don't like the way this is set up. The Christmas show this year is going to be very different. We have decided that the regular kind of structure of the show is getting kind of old. And I love the, hey, let's do 30 Christmas songs live. It's fun and I enjoy it, but I think there's a level of, we need to kind of figure out what else we can try. We just need to kind of decide what we truly want to focus on. And I'm not going to divulge anything just yet, and I understand it's February, but we have there's a lot of prep to do on top of the Channel 17 News and everything else we're doing this year. But it's going to be set up differently. It's going to be more of a variety show. We've already decided on the name for the most part, and I actually have already built the graphics for the most part. We haven't really finalized anything, and we really haven't dead set anything on there just yet. But anyway, speaking of drums, as I meant to mention earlier, Mason and I and a buddy of ours, Jeffrey, he lives right down the street from me, he did, the talent show was just not last week, and we decided that Jeffrey wanted to do an Elvis act, and originally he was just going to go up there and sing to Elvis with karaoke tracks. And I was like, well, you know what? I can play the drums. Mason can play the guitar and bass. Why not? Let's do a live Elvis show. And so we came together and we did a live Elvis show. Here's that. So yes, that was awesome. First time ever playing drums live on stage in front of an audience, and I enjoyed every minute of it. Also, Clue. So the high school, my high school just did Clue on stage. That was their winter play, and it was a lot of fun. It was a fantastic show. And every night, almost every night, I decided to go backstage during intermission, and I would do interviews with some of the cast members about how the show was going. It was just fun. Here is a little vlog that I put together for you guys. Just enjoy this. It's a little Clue vlog. I don't know. It's kind of thrown together, featuring Shelly and all of our lights and sound friends. So enjoy this little Clue vlog of Hell Week. I'm doing a Hell Week vlog for my YouTube channel, and so we're gonna hit skip it. Cheryl, what do you have to say about this show? In the hall. All right, everybody. In continuation of show night, everybody, it is February 2nd, which means it's opening night for Clue on stage. As you guys can see, we are prepped and ready, and we are so excited to bring Clue on stage. So yeah, it's gonna be a hit skip it of a time. All right, guys, this is our pre-show. Oh, this is our pre-show interview. How do we reckon this is gonna go?
I honestly think it's gonna go really good. I think mic-wise it's gonna go good because we made a few changes. I think lights are gonna be on point. Fly, a little questionable, but that's okay. I think tonight's gonna go great.
It's not the fly itself, it's the person doing fly. But yeah, we reviewed it, so
yeah,
if he screws
up, it's only 2 things.
It's really
I don't
rude.
know, but
he has
okay.
literally 4 cues, but it's okay.
That's okay. But other than that, I think tonight's gonna go.
I agree.
Tonight's gonna go fabulous.
I agree.
Especially with Cappies.
Yeah, we have the Cappies in the audience tonight. Oh, there's Mariah.
Marquise is here. Marquise is here.
And Zoe.
Oh.
Anyway, we got to come back with intermission interviews tonight. I forgot to do those yesterday.
Intermission.
I'm gonna.
Okay.
Remember, I go backstage and be like, how'd you think the show went? Is that Peter? Peter, come here. Tell us how you think the show's gonna go today.
How do you think the show's gonna go?
This is your Cutlass debut.
Turn the brightness up.
Oh, that's a lot of work.
I think the show is gonna go great. It's Cappy's night, so there's a little bit more pressure. But I hope my mic's okay. I checked them. I'm a little less hopeful than last night, but that's a big hitch.
Yeah, so if you guys are here and if you hear any popping,
hey, not my fault.
it's her right there.
It's not my fault.
It is actually Peter's fault.
No, it's definitely her fault.
Hey!
How do you think this went so far?
Pretty good. Are you actually putting this on?
Huh? Yeah.
Oh, cool.
I'm gonna. Is it really? Well,
Hey guys,
do you think it's good?
it's mid. Is this on right?
Yeah, looks fine.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay, this falls off in the second act. I blame him.
All right. How would you say intermission interview?
I think this is probably the best run that we've had.
How about your post circle breakdown? How would you say?
It's kind of sad.
Oh, I noticed.
This man's Jeffrey Jones. He's an all-star.
This, hey, you're gonna get crazy applauses.
Gillian, how would you say that went?
I think it went pretty well.
Ladies first, Miss Scarlett.
It's fine.
Oh, it's dark. Watch out for cobwebs. Watch out for spiders. I don't like spiders. Ah, that stupid spider!
All right, guys. It is last show day.
Yeah,
Sunday, strike day.
pretty exhausted. It's been a long week.
A lot of tequila and Cards Against Humanity last night. Right? We had like a bottle of vodka and a week of Cards Against Humanity last night.
Yeah, we pulled out the Pink Whitney too.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Sunday.
Cup right now.
Sunday strike day. Everyone's so done. And then we get to tear this monstrosity apart. Holy. So yes, that was the Clue vlog. Just a fun little messing around, just hanging out, doing what we do best. So yeah, that was cool. And that was a lot of fun. That was a fun play. And we got Hitch Give It coming up. My camera's probably going to shut off here in the next couple of minutes because I've been recording for a hot bit of time. This little FeelWorld video switcher is amazing. I can just click between the different angles. So I can do something like this. So I can have my computer screen here, and then I can have me over there. Oh, there went my camera. Oh, and it's about to die. That's great. But then I can have me up here, and then I can have my computer screen here, and then I can, I had to shut that angle off, so now there's no second angle. Then I can do tutorials and stuff. Editing tutorials, different things like that. Yeah, that is a shgibbit. This has only been 23 minutes. Wow, that's ridiculous. That feels like I've been here for 20 years. Really, what I want to know is, what do you guys want to see? There's a lot of stuff that I've been waiting to do reviews on. I want to do a video on the video switcher thing. I need to flip the fan back on before it don't blow up. I want to do a setup tour, a basement tour. Basically, when I get everything done, so when the drums are in here, when everything is complete, I want to do a basement tour. I want to do a review on this video switcher. I want to do a setup tour, so I just talk about my video setup. I want to do a drum kit video. I want to do some music videos. I want to do what's in my camera bag 2023, which I guess I can do now. I might do that right now, actually. What's in my camera bag 2023? Now that I've kind of had a chance to build everything back up, I might record that next. So this is the podcast, but I need to charge the G7X first so I can do an overhead shot. So yes, stay tuned for what's in my camera bag 2023. That's what I'm about to do. Anyway, thanks for watching today's 25-minute podcast. Well, it's probably going to be more like 26 minutes when I get done, but thank you for watching podcast episode 26, I think. Episode 26. I want to get together with some other friends. We're going to do a filmmaker podcast, just kind of talk about why we're doing what we do, all that different stuff. Stay tuned for all the fun videos. Now that the basement's done, I don't have to film in my room anymore. It's so exciting. Thank you all for watching today's podcast. We will see you guys in next week's video. As a matter of fact, I'll probably just post this, and then I'll post the camera bag video, and I'll just give you a bunch of videos just for shits and giggles. Thank you all for watching. We will see you guys in another Tyler Tube production. Goodbye.